Meet Mr. Chaman and Mr. Daman. Both are workers working in a production unit. They both get a daily wages of 1000 irrespective of their production. On one side, Chaman produces on an average of 10 units per day and Daman produces 6 units per day. Now, critically examine whether the equality of the wages is justified. Daman तो बड़ा खुश होगा, वो 6 यूनिट्स बनाए, 5 यूनिट्स बनाए, 4 यूनिट्स बनाए, उसको तो फिक्स 1000 पर डे मिलना ही है. कांट वी सी देयर इज अ ड्रॉबैक इन द पेमेंट सिस्टम? तो सर फिर तो दमन को निकाल दिया जाए, इससे अच्छा तो दैट इज नॉट द सॉल्यूशन. द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन वुड बी टू प्लान आउट अ सिस्टम ऑफ वेज पेमेंट that clearly differentiates between the efficient workers and inefficient workers, and whereby the efficient worker should earn more and the lower income of the inefficient worker indirectly and in negative sense motivate him to perform better in order to match with efficient workers' earnings. Now let us assume that the same organization devises a new system of wage payment whereby the workers are paid based on the actual output or units produced and not on the time basis. In case any worker produces 8 units or more in a day, he gets a rate of 100 per unit produced. And in case a worker produces less than 8 units, he gets a lower piece rate system of 90 per unit. Now calculate the earnings of Chaman. The standard output is 8 units. Chaman produces 10 units which are more than the standard output. So he gets the higher rate of 100 per unit. So his earning will be 10 into 100, 1000 for the entire day. What about Daman? Daman produces 6 units which is less than the standard output, right? So he will get a rate per unit of 90. 90 into 6 will make his total earning for the day 540. Now see the difference. A huge difference in the earnings of efficient worker and inefficient worker. And lower earnings of this Daman will automatically and negatively motivate him to perform better. Now critically examine my next question. Why winners are awarded and given gifts in presence of losers and all other persons? I don't think this needs any explanation. Please go through this. An organization also needs a system which ensures that there is clear cut differentiation between the efficient and inefficient workers, and payments should be made accordingly. It must result in the positive motivation for the performers or achievers and should negatively motivate the underperformers to perform better. And therefore, Taylor strongly advised the use of piece rate system, and in that system there should be built-in mechanism to identify efficient and inefficient workers, and that should result in more earnings towards the efficient workers.
Differential piece wage system. Taylor was a strong advocate of piece wage system. He wanted to differentiate between efficient and inefficient workers. The standard time and other parameters should be determined on the basis of the work study discussed above. The workers can then be classified as efficient or inefficient on the basis of these standards. He wanted to reward efficient workers. So he introduced different rate of wage payment for those who performed above standard and for those who performed below standard. For example, it is determined that standard output per worker per day is 10 units, and those who made standard or more than standard will get 50 per unit and those below will get 40 per unit. Now an efficient worker making 11 units will get 11x 50 equals 550 per day, whereas a worker who makes 9 units will get 9x 40 equals 360 per day. According to Taylor, the difference of 190, 550, 360 should be enough for the inefficient worker to be motivated to perform better.